guys. So as you guys can see, today I wanted to do a swatch video of all of my Glow Play blushes. This was something that I wanted to do. Unfortunately, I did not get a chance to do it before they were half off on the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty, but I figured I still do it anyway for reference. For anybody in the future that wants to purchase on one of these, or maybe you see that there's 40% off or they're back at the 21 Days of Beauty, I figured this would be something good to have. Now, I have all the colors and 2 more that are discontinued, but I'll show them with you guys if you choose to compare them, if you have that old one or not, but I wanted to show them all to you guys. So I'm gonna go ahead and swatch them all for you. So before I get started, I just want to tell you real quick, I am an NC20, NC25 in the MAC, what do you call it? Studio Fix Fluid Foundation. That is the only foundation that I still know what my color is because everything is being reformulated. I no longer know what I am in Estee Lauder, Givenchy, Dior. I have no clue. And NARS seems to be the one that's coming up next to reformulate, so I don't know what colors I am anymore. So the only reference I have is a MAC foundation. So just bear in mind that's what I am. I also have, when I get dark, I'm more like an NC30, NC35. If I get really dark, I can go up to NC45. So just so you guys know for reference what these may look like. Right now, I'm at my palest. I have yet to have sun. Today's the first day the sun's out in 10 days. I'm not even exaggerating. It is beautiful out, so I'm gonna make this video real quick and sit outside because I need some vitamin D. All right, so I figured we start out with the one that started it all. This is MAC So Natural. This is the only one that I have panned and completely repurchased. This is what made me start fall in love with this formula. So I figured let's start out with this one. So as you guys know, these are a bouncy, buildable blush that provides a glowy color in a lightweight formula with skin conditioning ingredients. I have not had a problem using these in the dead of summer or the dead of winter, and it doesn't matter what kind of texture your face has, it works so beautifully. So this one is described as a golden beige. So it's a little bit on the warm side on me. It pulls a little bit more orangey, but it's beautiful. It really is a natural look. If I want a no makeup look that I rarely do, but if I want to, this is the blush that I would go for. The one that has been breaking the internet is True Harmony. So this one is described as a muted rose beige. And this is beautiful on my skin tone. I really do like it. So you guys can see there, if I don't want it to compete with any, like these are great for any look that I want, that I don't want it to compete with anything else on my face. So again, this is True Harmony. Another fan favorite is this one in Blush Please. So this one is described as a neutral light mauve. This one is gorgeous as well. You guys can really see the difference between So Natural, True Harmony, and Blush Please. Up next, this one is my summer favorite. This is my all-time favorite one. If I were to choose one, this is the one that I would choose. This is Ginger Luck. This is a medium smoky peach. This is my favorite, and you guys can see all the ones that I've swatched to so far have been the ones that I've used the most. So that one is Ginger Luck. You could see that it's warmer than True Harmony. If I were to just pick 2, I'd just choose these 2 and then maybe Blush Please for a pink, like these 3, and I'm good to go. Let's transition to pinks now. This one is my newest one to my collection. This one is called Totally Synced. It is a pastel lilac. This is one that I'm still getting to know because I'm not one to go for pinks often, but this one is a pretty one to mix, and I like this one for the spring. So it actually looks really nice right now. I don't know what it'll look like in the summer, but for right now, I do enjoy this one. So this one's Totally Synced. All right, so this one is called Cheer Up. This one's described as a peachy pink shade, and I like to wear this one in the springtime when all the flowers are out and I need some brightness to my face. That's definitely a peachy pink. It's very nice and bright. So here we go with peachy pink. Up next is Grand. Grand is considered a petal pink. I don't know what that means. Peachy pink I get, but petal pink I don't know. So it's a little bit more, it's actually deeper than Cheer Up. It has a lot more orange to it. It's a little bit deeper. So if this was too white base for you, Cheer Up, then Grand would be better for you. Up next is That's Peachy. This is described as a light peach. There's going to be other ones that are peachier. So that's peach. See, it's a little bit more orange based. It doesn't have as much pink as the last two that we just swatched. We're going into more orange territory. So this one is That's Peach. Now we're going into the dead of summer. This one is called Groovy, and we are describing this one as a bright pink coral. And this one is definitely bright. I do have to be extra careful with this one because it can overtake my whole entire look. As you guys can see, it's not as indented as the other ones, but you can see it's a lot more red. It has a little bit more red to it than That's Peachy. So if you want that depth, deeper, dark, medium to deep skin tones will look gorgeous in this. I like to wear this one. And this, again, these are all great for the lips and the eyes. So if you want this as a lip color, this is also beautiful for that. All right, last of the bright ones. This one is called Heat Index. And just like it is, it's a very hot and spicy. This is a bright pink. It's described as a bright pink. You guys can see it has definitely a lot more pink than the other ones. This is why I wanted to show you the oranges first, because this one is very in your face. Like, I have to be very careful with this one, and depending on what I'm wearing, because this is like in your face, but it is beautiful. I really do like it in the summer with a tan. Okay, up next now is our deeper shade. So the first one up is Pinch of Marrakesh. This is the one that was one of the first ones I purchased when they reformulated. As you guys can see, this one has a really nice dip in it. Intense orange brown is how we describe it. Anything intense orangey brown is my jam. Oh my goodness, like this is a Leo color. If you remember my boy, this is what I would consider a Leo color. It's beautiful. Let me tell you, it is like all over the cheeks, one and done. You don't need a bronzer. Oh, this is one of my top favorites. I love this one. So again, this is Pinch of Marrakesh. All right, this one's a lot of fun. I do like this one too. This one's called Plush Pepper. It is a blood tangerine, which is such a unique description of it because it really does pull more burgundy red on the skin. So you guys can see that. It does. It has like orange to it, but it's still red at the same, like a burgundy. It's really pretty. Love this one towards the end of the summer into fall. That's when I love to wear this one. Last but not least is one that I fell in love this winter time. You guys can clearly see it. This one is Big Diva Energy. I did a whole video dedicated to this specific blush. It is described as an intense reddish burgundy. And they ain't kidding. They are not kidding. You want a statement blush? This is your gal. It is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Here are all the blushes. You guys can clearly see these are all the ones that are in their permanent collection. I own every single one. You guys can clearly see I've used every single one with the exception of Totally Sync. I've only used it like maybe 3 times. I haven't really played around with her too much, but overall, this is what they look like on an NC20, NC25 skin tone. So you guys can clearly see, obviously I did more of like a deeper, more saturated swatch so you guys can see the color, but overall these sheer out beautifully. They wear beautifully. These are gorgeous. Now before I finish this video, I want to show you the 2 that I have that are no longer in their collection. These have been discontinued. I will tell you, if you care for any of these, I can show you a similar one. So the first one they got rid of is Cheeky Devil. It's very similar to Cheer Up, as you guys can see. Cheer Up and Cheeky Devil are basically like, this has a tinge more orange. The new one has a little bit more orange than Cheeky Devil. So if you wanted Cheeky Devil or you have Cheeky Devil, you don't need Cheer Up. You guys can, I'll show you. Like, this is the older formula as well, and it's on my palm of my hand. You see how this one and this is the 2. So it definitely has more pink in it than Cheeky Devil does. So let me swatch it next to it so you guys can see it here. Yeah, it definitely is more pink. So this one's more pink based. So the only difference is they put more orange in the new Cheer Up, and this one had more pink to it. That's Cheeky Devil. And then the other one was Rosie Does It. Rosie Does It is the purple. Is like your straight, true purple. You guys can see, I'll swatch her here so you guys can see her. It's lighter than Big Diva Energy. Big Diva Energy has more red than the rosy one that they discontinued. This one had a lot more purple. So I'll swatch it here so you guys can see. See, it has a lot more purple to it. But if you are wanting this, I would just go with Big Diva Energy. And you're just going to get a little bit more red to it than you are purple. But these are the two that are discontinued, that no longer exist, that I still have. So I still use it. I use this one for the spring, and I actually wore this one yesterday. So I like to wear this one. It's really pretty on there, but I don't need a lot because I'm not that dark. All right, you guys. So this is my whole entire collection. Is basically the whole kit and caboodle. Here are all the swatches one last time so you guys can take a look at them. I did my best. I love each and every one of them for a different occasion. Some of these are obviously my favorites, as you guys can see which ones I use the most, which ones I have to be light-handed with, but I still love, and there's a specific occasion for them, and that's what I love about them. Again, these can be used anywhere on the face and body. You can use these on the eyes, lips, and cheeks. If you want to put them all over your body to decorate your body with, you can as well. They're just such a beautiful formula. I want MAC to come out with these in highlighter and blush. Like that's what I want. I'd be in heaven. I'd be set. I'd never have to look anywhere else because this is my benchmark cream blush. This is why I compare other ones to this so much, because I just love these and I use these all the time. It's taken me, I'm on my 3rd year loving these blushes, and this is the first year where I'm starting to dip my toes back into powder blush because these have just held my heart for so long. So I'm starting to mix and match both powder and cream, but I'm always having these in my everyday drawer, one of these colors, some of these colors, because I just love reaching for these. If you have any questions, let me know in the comment section. I will do my best to answer them. I hope I gave these blushes justice with the swatches, with the description of them, and what they are. Like, I'm trying to get all of them in frame, and it's very difficult because there's so many of them. Any questions, leave them down in the comment section. You guys, these are available on MAC's website. They're available at Ulta. They're available now at Sephora. I'm sure they're available at like Nordstrom and Macy's and Saks maybe. I don't know. There's quite a few places you can purchase these, including a CCO, which I have purchased some of these at a CCO. So if you're interested, I would check out your local CCO because you can get these for a really, really good deal. All right, guys, that's all that I have. Thank you guys so much for watching. May God bless you always. I will catch you guys in the next video.